'cause under the sun or in the rain, happiness is choice, not a chain. Age ain't nothing but a tale. Mindset's what sets the sail. Under any sky, any plight, spark of joy ignites tonight. Right here, right now, I'll rise above, living life full of light and love. No tomorrows, no yesterdays. Here in the now's where I'll stay. Circumstances won't define my day. I'll paint the world in my own way. Every moment's a chance to start with a happy mind and a grateful heart. Tides will turn and storms will pass. I'll ride the waves and make them last. For every smile that meets my face, right here, right now's my sacred place. Right here, right now, I'll rise above, living life full of light and love. No tomorrows, no yesterdays. Here in the now's where I'll stay. Tides will turn and storms will pass. I'll ride the waves and make them last. For every smile that meets my face, right here, right now's my sacred place. Right here, right now, I'll rise above, living life full of light and love. No tomorrows, no yesterdays. Here in the now's where I'll stay.
Hi, everybody. I was just trying to say my hellos in the chat, and the song got done before I thought it was going to get done. Alisa is running late today. She is coming, but she is not here yet. So we are waiting on her to get here. I'll chit chat with y'all for a few minutes until she does. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Rudy. He is at the doctor's appointment this morning. So let's say a little prayer for Rudy and wish him well. And hello to Lulu and Belinda and Katie and crafting enthusiast, Miss Southern Belle. Who am I missing? Miss Chris Shirley Babies and Berry just got here. Hello, Berry. So Alisa said she was going to be outside today. Hi, Bud Files. Going to be outside today during the live, so I'm not sure if weather got her or I'm not really sure what happened. But she did text me and said she's coming, just running a few minutes late. So we will get started with the trivia in just a few minutes. I've had a busy morning. I mentioned a couple weeks ago maybe, that I was giving away a bunch of the clothes that I have outgrown. And I decided, somebody gave me the idea to donate them to a shelter. I ended up donating them to what it's called the Haven, and it is a battered women's shelter for battered women and children. And so went ahead and gathered up all the clothes I needed to donate. And my daughter went through my granddaughter's stuff and a little bit of her stuff. And we ended up having 7 trash bags full of clothes to give to the Haven. So my granddaughter and I went and did that this morning. So we have made that donation. And I already feel just so much lighter just knowing that that stuff is no longer cluttering up my closet. So I'm in the process of rearranging dresser drawers and getting clothes that, I'm putting up kind of the winter things and getting summer things out and just getting more organized in my closet. And Crafting Enthusiast says, it's sunny here in Williston, North Dakota, about 70 degrees. Crafting Enthusiast, let me put you on my map because I do not have anyone in North Dakota. So now I do. And that is Autumn. I'm pretty sure that's Autumn. Let me look back here. I know that Miss Southern Belle said her name. Yes, Autumn. Okay. I was just saying last night that, or last night or the night before, that somebody asked me about the map, and I was telling them. And I said I'm going to do a short and kind of call out the states that I don't have anybody for and see if we can get some people from those states to join us on our map. So now we have North Dakota. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so Miss Southern Belle says she needs to do some spring cleaning. I need to spring clean my entire apartment. Now that I'm getting into crafting, I've decided to move a card table into my bedroom to make me a craft area. And I will move all the crafting stuff in there. And I will have it set up to where I can put my computer and be able to do videos and live streams from the craft area. So that is all in the works. I'm really excited about that. Another thing I'm excited about, I'm just trying to kill time until Alisa gets here. What states am I missing? Good question, Berry Berry. I do not have anyone in Nevada, Wyoming, Idaho. Oh, no, I have one in Idaho, Oregon, Washington State, South Dakota, Alabama, believe it or not, New Hampshire, Vermont, Delaware, Illinois. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I don't have anybody in Alaska. So that is 12. I do have someone in Hawaii, and I have someone in Mexico. I don't have anyone in Puerto Rico. I have several in Canada, one in Belgium, one in Turkey, one in New Zealand, a couple in Australia. 2 in Sweden, and a couple in the UK. Scott Gold is in Chicago, Illinois. Okay. Thank you, Miss Southern Belle. And I am connected with him. Okay. Illinois. You said he's in Chicago. That is very close to where I grew up. I grew up in the northwest corner of Indiana, and we were about 45 minutes to the Illinois, to Chicago, about 45 minutes outside of Chicago. So I'm familiar with that kind of snowy, cold weather up there in Illinois. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all this, what I got in the my Amazon order. I mentioned I needed to start doing some skincare. My skin has always been, my face has always been so full and tight and fat that I didn't really show wrinkles. But now that I'm losing weight, especially my neck is getting very saggy. Okay, Berry Berry is in Lower Alabama. All right, another one knocked out. Thank you all so much. So anyway, I ordered this skincare set. It's an anti-aging and reduce wrinkles and refirm contours and hydrate your skin. So some of my little stickies aren't wanting to stick. So anyway, I thought that this would be a complete skincare set for me to try and see if I liked this brand. And if I didn't like it, then I didn't buy full big bottles of everything, you know. Autumn said, I got my seeds from the giveaway. Great. That was from Funtastic Friday giveaway, I believe, or maybe it was even on Thirsty Thursday trivia. But we do talk about hydration today. So everybody, I hope you have your beverage of choice. I have water and strawberry Skittle flavoring. Hi, Daisy May. Kelly says, hello, Echo. Watching ads. See you soon. And I do appreciate you watching the ads. I really, really do. So anyway, I might be sounding funny. I don't have my bottom denture in this morning. I actually had it in and it wasn't fitting right and it was kind of bothering my mouth. And I took it out hoping that it would give me a chance to let that kind of feel better before I put it back in. And then I got busy and I forgot to put it back in. So that's why I don't have my bottom teeth in. So I apologize for that. Anyway, it came with this really cute little card. And it's blank. So I can actually reuse it or use it in a journal. And it had a cute little envelope, also blank. And then it came with instructions on the description of each product and how to use each product, which I'm thankful for that because I don't know a whole lot about skincare. So this will be necessary for me to figure it all out. But I will take them out. This is a facial. Well, first, I guess you start out with the facial cleanser. This is the facial cleanser. Kelly, we're just waiting on Alisa. She's got the questions and she was setting up to be outside today. And she texted me a few minutes before we started and said, go ahead and start. I'll be there. So I'm just waiting on her. And this also says for all skin types. This is for deep cleansing and hydrating. So that would be your first step, would be the facial cleanser. Then I have a facial toner, and it has hyaluronic acid, rose essential oil, and aloe vera extract. Deeply hydrate and awaken your skin. And it's a little bottle. These are 2 ounces. Yeah. So this was actually like a gift set you could order. And so I thought before I bought big bottles of everything, I would get the gift set and try everything. And, you know, go from there. There's a facial cream. And it says retinol, hyaluronic acid, and vitamin E, moisturizing and repairing and reducing wrinkles. And this one is 1.67 ounces. And of course, when I start using them, I will not be putting them back in the boxes because that's a little bit time consuming. This is the eye cream, retinol, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and vitamin C, moisturizing and nourishing and firming for around the eyes. And a facial serum. This is probably what does for the wrinkles. Firming and reducing wrinkles. And it has the retinol, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, whatever that is, and vitamin C. Firming and reducing wrinkles. Hi, Ark. Wow, man. Welcome. Hi, Chef Hit, guys. Welcome, Pam. And this one is a 1 ounce facial serum. So that is the skincare regimen. 5 steps. You also got a makeup remover. I don't wear makeup, so I won't have any makeup to remove. But if I ever do, I will have a little 1 ounce size of makeup remover. Gently clean, remove makeup, dirt, and oils. Leave skin feeling and looking healthy and rehydrated. No heavy residue left behind. Gentle even on the most sensitive skin. So, I guess if the facial cleanser, I run out of that, I could use this instead. Don't know. Anyway, that is the skincare set that I bought. It was $25 plus tax. And I actually was buying my paper for my cards I'm going to be making. And I needed something else in order to get free shipping. And so I had mentioned about the skincare and I was like, you know what? This is as good time as any to go ahead and get my skincare started. So be looking out for videos because I'll do demonstration videos of me trying it and let you know. I'll do a reaction video, let you know how it feels on my skin. Well, Alisa, I'm getting worried about you now, girl. So also in the Amazon order, I got the paper for my cards. Nana over at Nana's Cooking Craft Corner is going to show me how to make handmade cards. And they're going to have butterflies and they're going to be purple. And all of my members, when you become a member, you will get a handmade card from me. And so here are my 5 colors of the purple. And after I ordered these, I found some at Michael's. And so if I need more, I'll just go to Michael's and get it. Whoops. This is cardstock. Hello, Norma. So there's my purples. And I also got the white I actually picked this up at Walmart. They only had packs of multicolored and none of them had the right purples. So I had to go ahead and order the purple separate. But I did find out at Michael's, they have the large, like scrapbook size pages in all different shades of purple too. So if these aren't big enough or if I need something else like that, I know where to go now to get it. And I also got the Topway Diamond Paint Sealer because I had been asking everybody that does the diamond painting about sealing the diamond paintings. And so I ordered this sealer, and it comes with this little applicator. Interesting, huh? So I got that, and I'll be checking it out. You know, I have completed 2 of my Dollar Tree diamond paintings. Yes, Chef Hit Dice. I do shop the Michael's clearance section. I didn't find anything that trip, but I do shop it. Here's the last of those 3 little diamond paintings. This is a landscape one, and I was working on it last night. I was over watching Jones Junk Journals and more, and Hazel somebody. Anyway, I was working on this, and I got so involved in their conversation and I was working on the water, which are 2 shades of blue, and I actually put the darker blue in the wrong place and used it up, and then when it was time to actually put it where it was supposed to go, I had to use the lighter blue. So it will not be exactly done right because I wasn't going to pull them all off and fix it. So that's how that one's going. But it's just this is more or less practice ones because Miss Southern Belle and Star have sent me a whole bunch of stuff to work on. So I've got lots of ones that I'll be a lot more careful with. So that's that one. And then I ordered this too from Amazon. Y'all, I had this problem. When I first started crocheting, I bought a bunch of yarn. I now have a tote full of yarn. I will use it. I will use it eventually. This diamond painting stuff, every time I see something, I'm like, oh, I want that. Chef, I can't do it this weekend. I've already got some things. I've got a live scheduled on Friday and Saturday. Unless we did it Sunday, we could do it. I could do it Sunday maybe, or I'm free. Well, I really don't want to schedule anything on Good Friday, and I have something on Easter. I could do it on the 25th, that Friday, but I want to have time to put up the poll so that we can. Oh, Alisa says, be here shortly. Okay, good. I want to be able to put up the poll. So, Chef, what I need you to do is send me a Facebook Messenger and let me know 4 options that you would want to cook. And then I'll put up a poll and we'll see what everybody chooses. And I was in his live, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And he was cooking breakfast for dinner. And my daughter, which she was here at the apartment on the day that he came and cooked for us. And so she said, well, Mom, why don't you do like a challenge with him and make it fun? And I'm like what, you know? And she said, well, why don't you like give him like 3 weird ingredients and he's got to come up with a recipe to make a dish out of those 3 ingredients, which I would have to tell him ahead of time, of course, so that he could purchase them. And he'd have to agree to do it. So that might be a future program we can do as well. That sounds like fun to me. My daughter thought it was a fun idea. Anyway, what this is, and I got it because it's butterflies, of course. Let's see. But it comes with they're little, whoops, upside down, little butterflies that you diamond paint. And then they come with little suction cups. And you can either I guess you can either attach the suction cup and like stick them on your window, or there must be something in here to attach them to the stick. Oh, you attach it to the suction cup. Oh, okay. So you would have to attach your butterfly to the stick if you wanted to use. I would just attach the suction cup to the back of it to put it on a window. But if you do it this way and suction cup that to there, it becomes a stake. And then you can put them in your potted plants, or really anywhere you wanted to. But since my channel icon, oops, they come with little stickers to attach it on there, so that wouldn't happen. But they, since my channel icon is the butterfly, I thought I would diamond paint these and give these out as a little reward in a members only. I don't know that I can mail the stick, and I couldn't do it in a regular envelope, so you might have to just get the diamond butterfly and the suction cup. Anyway, just an idea, but something else for me to work on. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them, all different, all cute. I am really trying hard to come up with things to do for my members. Thank you, Miss Southern Belle. Bye. But I am really trying to come up with things to do for the members. And this month's members only live stream is going to be a craft, share, and chat with the members only. And you can work on a craft project, or you can share a video with us, or you can share a song from Suno if you've written a song. Because I do have 2 members that I know of that write the songs. And we're going to do that. So that ought to be really fun. And I'm not sure what day that's going to be yet. One day, probably not next week, but the week after. Hello, Olivia, the 7 Sacraments of Health. How are you doing today, sweetie? All right. So that's enough show and tell for now. Like I said, Alisa did say she was on her way. Does anybody have any questions or anything they would like to talk about? And is anybody got a video coming out today they want to promote, or a live stream coming up? Anything like that. I think Norma is doing bingos on Fridays, evenings, and Sunday afternoons. I am going to go ahead and talk about Alisa's new collaboration called #Spring25 or Spring 2025. You post a video or a short any day that you want to post it. Can be absolutely anything to do with spring, and tag Alisa and use that hashtag. Hi, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. Welcome. There are 3 co-hosts on that one. Myself, Star, and Nana from Nana's Cooking Craft Corner, Star from Starlight Starbright 70, and myself. So anyone who wants to participate in that, it does run until May 31st. So you have plenty of time to get a spring video in there. We are still doing Funtastic Friday, #Funtastic Friday, every Friday. You can post once or as many times as you like. It can be a short, a video, a live stream, anything fun. And she said I sent her the wrong link. So hold on one second. Let me go double check. Oh, wait, shucks. Just a second. I will resend it to her. And anyway, that one is hosted by Alisa, And Steph's little farm is a co-host, and I'm a co-host. Okay. Whoops. Let me do a new one. Okay. And let me tell her that I emailed it to her. Hopefully that's the right link. Okay. I think I sent it to her. Okay, Norma, that's fine. Anyway, so that is Fantastic Friday. My Linda Elliott and I are still doing hashtag highlight your state, where we just want you to do a video. You can post it anytime up through May 2nd, and it can be a short or a long video. All it has to be is telling us about your state, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. And we will be having a live giveaway for that one, and there are some cash prizes. So you need to get a video in for that to be in the collaborator prize drawing. And if you want to be in the commenters prize drawing, you need to comment on the videos, and you also need to be present in the live stream to win. And that will be Friday or Saturday, May the 3rd, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will go live and we will give away some money. So please participate in that. It'll tie right in with my map of trying to get to know where
Let's come over
everybody's
here a little bit.
located. I guess I'm going to, oh, she's here. Yay, 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 yay. Right, you're here. Yay. Hello? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Hey, hold on a minute.
Oh, okay. I was
This
just,
is not working. Okay, is it working now?
yes, I can hear you. And I can see the catfish pond.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Can we do it now?
Hi, little man.
Keep going the wrong way. Yeah, he had to stay home from school today, and his mom will be here soon, but
Olivia's asking, is Georgia an expensive place to live or buy land? It's not that expensive to live
I don't have
as long as you're not in a big city area like Atlanta. As long as you're in one of the more rural cities, it's not that bad.
get out of the water.
And as far as buying land, I
Come over here.
honestly don't know. We have a lot of farmland, and sometimes when the farmers need extra money, they will sell off a few acres of farmland. So the town I live in is very small, but it is growing. So a lot of the property's been bought up, and they're putting in apartments and houses and businesses and things like that. But there is still a lot of land available in Georgia, but to me, it's a great place to live, especially if you don't like the cold winters. So, all right, I'm going to read the question. Are we ready to start trivia? Everybody, I already mentioned about drinking your water or beverage of choice. Very, very important to always stay hydrated. And our first question is, what type of flower is associated with Easter? What type of flower is associated with Easter? Alisa, I was telling them I went and donated my clothes to the battered women's shelter this morning. I ended up with 7 trash bags full of my stuff and baby girl stuff. Okay, Norma says Easter lily, and so does Kelly, which is correct. So it's not daffodil, Olivia. I'm sorry. It is the Easter lily. In which city is the largest Easter egg hunt held annually? In which city is the largest Easter egg hunt held annually?
I keep losing connection.
Okay. I was going to say you didn't pair your channel either, did you? Because it doesn't show it on here. Oh. Okay. She'll try to get back to us, but I have the questions now. So, in which city is the largest Easter egg hunt held annually? And it looks like she is back. Oops. Okay. You're back?
I'm still here. It just keeps going in and out.
Okay. Ah. Okay. Well, I don't guess anybody knows this one, so I'm going to give you the answer. It's Winter Haven, Florida. Oh, Daisy May said Washington, D.C. They do one on the White House lawn. I know that. But it is in Winter Haven, Florida. What popular Easter candy is shaped like a yellow chick?
Get your turtle.
What
That's
popular
the
Easter candy is shaped like a yellow chick? He's trying to catch a turtle.
Oh, that's so deep.
Yeah, he thinks he is. You don't know if it's a snapping
Is
turtle.
it a snapping turtle?
Yes, I
Could be.
Your heads are gray. That looks like a snapping turtle. Oh, oh, that's the last time I'm stepping in that rice.
The fish aren't getting the memo that the food is here.
Uh-oh.
It's the wrong time of day.
Yes. What popular Easter candy is shaped like a yellow chick? Give me all the peeps. You got it, Chris Shirley, babies. You got it right. Okay. Which country is known for the tradition of rolling Easter eggs downhill? Which country is known for the tradition of rolling Easter eggs downhill?
Where'd the turtle go? Oh, there he is.
Mom!
Mom's here.
Oh,
The turtle's gonna eat the fish food.
yeah. That's probably why the turtle's there. And the turtle got the memo.
Yeah. There'll be some more coming in a minute, probably.
Okay. Chris Shirley Babies says Ireland, and this just says the United Kingdom. So Ireland, I believe, is in the United Kingdom. So that probably is correct. What is the most popular American Easter candy? What is the most popular American Easter candy? And I'll give you a hint. It's not Peeps. Ah, Chris Shirley Babies says jelly beans. And Daisy May says chocolate bunny. And neither one of those are correct. What is the most popular American Easter candy?
I hate jelly beans.
I like jelly beans. I don't like the spice ones, but the regular jelly beans I like. My dad used to love the black jelly beans. He would actually buy a bag of just black jelly beans.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't do licorice or.
Okay. Reese's peanut butter eggs is the most popular American Easter candy. What type of meat is traditionally served on Easter Day in some cultures? Yeah, my dad was quite the interesting character, and he liked like whatever you would say about a holiday that you didn't like, that he would be like, that's my favorite part, or that's my favorite thing about it, you know. All right, we have I think Chris was trying to say duck, not yuck. And Daisy May says ham. And now Chris Shirley Babies says lamb. And lamb is correct. What event does Easter commemorate in Christianity? What event does Easter commemorate in Christianity?
Finally, they come.
Oh, yuck was for the Reese's. Okay. I just thought it might be duck
I'm still
instead of
here.
yuck. Okay.
I was talking to.
Okay. Yes. Jesus Christ's resurrection. Yes. Okay. Famous Fabergé eggs were made for the royal family of which country? The famous Fabergé eggs were made for the royal family of which country? Here come the fish. Daisy May got it correct.
Taking
Russia
them a
is
few
correct.
minutes.
Okay.
We usually
Which
feed them in the.
Go ahead. Which holiday often coincides with Easter? Which holiday often coincides with Easter? And Alisa already mentioned the spring collab and Funtastic Friday collab. So we got those covered today. All right, we got a guess of Good Friday. It is actually Passover. Easter bonnets are traditionally worn during which event? Easter bonnets are traditionally worn during which event?
You have to go back.
Ah, Chris guesses Lent. It is Easter parades. All right, these are true or false statements. True or false? Easter is always celebrated in April. Got to put the exclamation point in front of weather for it to do your weather. But you're in Orlando. I need to add you to my map as well.
Are you going to catch a fish with your hands?
I touched one with my finger. I'm trying to.
And Daisy May is saying false. And false is correct because it can be in March. Okay. The Easter Bunny is an ancient Greek tradition. True or false? The weather in Orlando conditions are mostly cloudy with a temperature of 77. The wind is blowing from the northeast at 8 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 55%. And we are having a high pollen advisory today here in South Georgia. I will be down in the Orlando area in the middle of June this year. Okay, they say false, and false is correct. It's a more recent European tradition. And I didn't know that. I thought it was an American tradition. True or false? Chocolate eggs are a traditional Easter gift. I'm going to meet Katie from Simply Katie Walks. She's got to
Oh, okay.
be down there after her dad's memorial service. And where she's going is about 2.5 hours from my sister's house in Sarasota. So I'm going to drive to where Katie's going to be, meet Katie, and then I'm going to drive to my sister's and visit my sister a couple days. That way I won't have to make the whole drive to my sister's just to go to my sister's. I'll be able to do two things in one trip.
There's
All right. We have answer for
two here while
true,
ago. There's
and
one.
true is correct. Oh, true or false? Easter was once celebrated with bonfires. Ooh, what was that?
He was in the water and the fish came up behind him and scared the crap out of him.
Oh my goodness. He's brave to get in that water. I wouldn't. True or false? Easter was once
I don't
celebrated
think he believes me when I say they bite.
with bonfires. And Chris says true, and that is true.
I'm not sitting down with
Pysanka
her.
refers to Polish Easter bread. True or false? Pysanka, Pyasnka, refers to Polish Easter bread. Daisy May says true. It is false. It refers to Ukrainian decorated eggs. True or false? Easter Island was named for the holiday of Easter.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Easter Island was named for the holiday of Easter. True or false? We have a false and a true. And the answer is true. Okay. True or false? The Easter Bunny was first introduced to America by Italian settlers. True or false? The Easter Bunny was first introduced to America by Italian settlers. And they both say false, and false is the correct answer. It was introduced by German settlers. True or false? Easter can never be celebrated on April 1st. True or false? Easter can never be celebrated on April 1st. This time we got, we got 3 different answers. Daisy Mae says false. Chris says true. And Berry Berry says Easter can be celebrated every day. I agree with Berry Berry. It can be every day. This answer to this question is false. It can be celebrated on various dates. So if the first falls on the correct day that it's supposed to be, it will be on the first. True or false? Lent ends on Easter Sunday. True or false? Lent ends on Easter Sunday. Oh, she's back.
Sorry for all the interruptions.
That's okay. Hey, I did show and tell while we were waiting for you,
It's like
and
a
I
zoo around here.
talked about the collaborations, and Chef Hit Dice came in. We talked about. Oops, there she goes again. We talked about what we're gonna next time he comes on, what we're gonna cook. And hey, the source, welcome, Dorian. How are you doing today?
Hi, Barry. Hi, Daisy Mae. It's getting warm here.
Your Danes are movie stars. They've been on the screen a lot lately.
Yes.
Hey, the movie star girls and boys. Yeah. Oh, Chef Hit Dice is still here. Okay, good. Good. Okay. The question was Lent ends on Easter Sunday, and that is true. And unless she's got some more, that was the last question that I had. Let's see. Dorian is getting ready for work. He is in Hawaii, and he works for a produce company delivering produce, I think, or something along those lines. Dorian, I am doing absolutely great today. The last few days, I have actually been feeling really good. I'm sleeping pretty good and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, Nightbot.
I don't know why the connection is so bad today.
Is it windy there?
No, not really. Just a little
No.
bit, but nothing like it normally is.
Mm.
But I've been having internet connection issues the last few weeks.
Chris says, send macadamia nuts or macadamias. Okay, he says, yes, local produce distribution, 100 farmers and growers, Maui and Hawaii. Send macadamias. That's nuts, says Barry. I love you, Barry. You are always so funny. Nice and funny. I don't know if y'all realize that, but my ex-husband's name was Barry. So every time I see Barry, I'm like, I don't like the name Barry anymore, but I like Barry. So.
Aw.
Dorian says we make nut spreads and butters and etc. Yeah, I bet that is good. I love all kinds of nuts. And that's one thing I don't have to not have with my weight loss surgery and everything. I can still have nuts. I wondered because they're so hard how my stomach would handle them, but I don't have any trouble with them. Did your grandson leave?
He did just now.
Aw.
Um, every time I walk over that way, I was going to show you what hubby was doing, but he keeps going off. Did you make it through all the questions?
Yes, I did. Thank
Oh,
you. Chris says, my dentures don't like nuts, but I do.
aw.
That's another thing too. The only thing I can't eat with my dentures is I cannot bite an apple. I have to cut my apple up, but I can still, bite it and eat the skin and everything, but I just can't bite into an apple. But now a plum or a peach, something that the skin is softer, I can bite those okay. The thing about dentures is if you really want to eat something, you'll figure out a way to eat it, even if you have dentures. You'll be able to figure out somehow. Mhm.
That's cool.
You have to be creative sometimes, but you can still do it. And normally, other than days like today, mine don't bother me. My mouth doesn't hurt or anything, and I would have terrible toothaches before I had them pulled. So I'm glad um, that I had it done. Chris is down about 40 pounds, so thinking dentures aren't fitting right. Well, do you know that when you lose weight, you actually lose weight in your gums as well? You may need to have them refitted. I'm waiting to see how much weight I lose, and once I level off and stop losing, then I'm going to have mine refitted.
You just lose from everywhere.
You sure do. And if you don't get enough calcium, and you have your own teeth, a lot of people have a lot of teeth problems and lose teeth after the surgery because they don't get enough calcium, and your body needs calcium to function, and it'll take it from wherever it can find it. So it'll take it
Yeah.
right out of your teeth. Same thing when
Oh,
you're
ouch.
pregnant. If you
Yeah.
don't get enough, it'll take it out there too. So you have to be really careful. I was on Gail's Southern Living last night talking about the weight loss surgery. And, that's the thing that most people that don't do well with it, they don't follow what the doctor tells them to do. And one of those things is that you're going to have to take vitamins and minerals the rest of your life so that you keep all of that, up, because you won't necessarily get it enough from the food. And people don't listen to that. And then that's what ends up happening.
Yeah. Well, I think we
And I
need
don't
those
know,
vitamins
y'all
anyway.
tell me, because I can't look at the top of my head very well because I can't see with my glasses. I know I'm still very thin right in the center, but I think it's growing back in here on the sides are filling back in. So I'm hoping that my hair is growing. I mean, it's growing lengthwise, in places, but I need it to
Yeah.
grow back in where it fell out. So I'm hoping, because I really did try to wear that wig, and I just was not comfortable. I felt like I was being my evil twin sister or something. Like that was a different person when I would put the wig on, and I just I decided it wasn't worth it. So I don't
Probably takes
wear those
some
wigs.
time to get used to it.
Yeah. Well, and I just felt like it was a costume that I put on when I went live, because I didn't really wear it that much. I wore it a couple of times out, and I wore it to get my driver's license picture taken in. But other than that, like just around the house, I didn't wear it.
Yeah. Well, now,
So,
now the wind's picking up a little. Oh, I have a couple of fun Easter facts.
okay.
Let me read them. Let's see. I heard y'all talk about the White House earlier?
Yeah.
So yeah, the White House hosts an annual Easter egg roll on Monday following Easter. It's a tradition that started in 1878.
Oh, wow. I didn't know it went that far back.
I didn't either. I have
I,
heard of it before.
I was thinking it started like with Reagan or maybe
Yeah.
Roosevelt's or something like that. But, huh.
In Italy in 2011, the largest Easter egg weighed 15,000 pounds.
What?
I, I think I might look that one up. I wonder what kind of egg that was.
I was gonna say it must have been a chocolate egg or something. I don't think a chicken could lay an egg that big.
It
I
said
don't.
created, so I don't know what it was
Yeah.
created from.
Okay.
All
Oh,
that noise is my husband over there making.
pre-retirement days was here, and I didn't even see them. I didn't even say hi.
Who?
Pre-retirement days.
Oh,
I was, I was going back looking because I knew there was people in the very beginning that I didn't write down, and I was like, "Who did I miss?" And then I see them. I'm like, "Huh."
I probably miss most everybody because when I'm in the sun, I can't see it all.
Yeah.
I
Okay. And
see Norma's here.
Lulu was here early. And Rudy came in and said he was going to the doctor. So,
Oh, I hope he's okay.
yeah, I'm sure it's just a checkup or something. But um,
Rudy keeps scolding me. He,
I know when he was doing the video about what I sent him, and he was like, Alisa didn't do too good. I'm like, what? She
oh
sent it
yeah,
to you.
he he did it on. He's told me like 4 or 5 times because he did a video, and then I've seen him in other chats, and he'll come in my live and he'll tell me again. Like, sorry, Rudy, I just didn't have time, so I wrote them by tens.
Oh no, no, no. I did 0 to 99, and then I did
Yeah, I
one
saw
to a
that.
100. And he scolded me and said I was supposed to do 0 to 100. And I said, I thought you said 0 to 99 or 1 to 100, and I did both. So I don't think we're gonna
Oh,
please him. No matter what we do, I don't think we're gonna be right. Uh, Chris says world's largest Easter egg, a giant Pythenka Uranian style Easter egg is located in Burgerville, Alberta, Canada, standing 31 feet tall and weighing 5,512 pounds. Wow.
cool.
31 feet tall. It's as big as a building.
This one's told me 15,000 pounds and was from
Yeah.
Italy.
Hmm.
But who knows? People break the world's Guinness records all the time, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It'll be
You know.
interesting to look that up.
But Rudy got in trouble. He joined a couple of the channels. Well, he's actually been going around joining like every channel that he meets. And a couple of them that I belong or joined, they have Facebook groups as well, and so they're all have instant messenger. And so Rudy was in one of the messenger chats the other day, and he was posting his numbers being counted out. And I guess he'd been in that same person's live stream, and they had told him to stop doing whatever he was doing, and he didn't stop. So she
Uh-oh.
blocked him. And so then he was saying, "Am I blocked?" And they're like, "Rudy, we asked you nicely not to do it, and you didn't, stop, and we can't have you being rude. And so, yes, or whatever." And he was like mad about it. And I'm like, come on, people. You got to cut him a little slack, give him a little bit of grace. He doesn't mean any harm by it.
Right.
And that's one reason why I did my video, so that, I could let people know, don't be, like I do. I tell them, okay, that's enough for that now, Rudy, stop. And then if it does get too bad, I will mute him if he's on a
Yeah.
live stream. And if he's in the chat, I'll time him out. But I mean, most of the time I don't have to tell him more than once, to stop or
Yeah.
whatever. But most people, have been gracious to him, and I don't want to see him get his feelings hurt, because it is hard for him to socialize. So
Sure.
he is trying to be as normal as he can on here. And I was
Yeah.
trying to be supportive and help him, and I'm sorry that they blocked him in that group, but I can't tell him not to go to other people's channels. They can unsubscribe him if they want to or whatever, but
Yeah.
I
Well, I
hope
think
it
it
doesn't
helps
come to
too
that.
that it's on his title.
Yeah,
It's in his title for his channel, so that helps for people to know as well.
right. And I'm such an open-minded person. I don't care, what issues you have. Everybody is welcome, and everybody's going to be treated with respect, and that's just how I am. So I would never, tell him he couldn't come in the chat, or he couldn't do,
Yeah.
whatever. But I don't want it to become a problem where it bothers other people. I want everybody to come in and have a good time and be uplifted, and leave happier than they were before they came in. So I mean, I don't want it to be a problem.
Yeah. Well, I will have to rewrite my numbers, and since I don't have much time to just sit and write that many numbers, I'll either just leave it on my desk and just do it, as I can, or I could take it to work with me while I'm trying to
Yeah.
stay awake.
Well, that's why I made sure that I did mine I didn't do the first page. I just read those, but I wrote the second page on the video, because I wasn't going to write them both and then just count them out on the video. And I thought, no, he might say I didn't do it right. So I was like, I'm giving him two, and one I'm going to read and one I'm going to read and write. So hopefully I was covered.
So I did send a message to Mac at Surviving Together. I think what
Oh,
I
okay.
did, I think what I did was I know for a fact I sent the neck cow to, oh, what was her name?
Mary.
Mary? Um,
Oh, I don't
thought
know.
it was I thought, no, I think it's somebody else.
Okay.
But I think maybe that person won seeds, and maybe I sent the seeds to Mac. But I had
Oh,
the right address because it was one you gave me, but I sent the wrong prize. And I even wrote it out to Mac and on the envelope. So I'm like, sorry guys.
It happens.
So I guess that's what I did, unless that other person had won something from you too.
Well, I thought it was Mary because Mary McCoy that day won one of the gift cards because I think I gave away two gift cards and you gave away, um, I know you gave away the net cow and I thought it was a pair of booties or something. Um,
Yes, the booties.
but
I mailed those a long while back, and
yeah,
then there was one. Yeah.
but it's very easy to get confused on who's supposed to get what or there, and then if you have to wait to get their information, sometimes and I just try to keep everything together and try to make notes and stuff. But I mean, if you make a mistake, you make a mistake. You just try to correct it if you can, and if you
Yeah,
can't, you can't. But nobody's perfect. That's why
I
we
do
need
have an. I,
Jesus.
I have another one here. I could just mail that one to Mac instead of the other person mailing it to Mac and spending their money. So,
Well, I think they said they were local,
oh,
so maybe they can just drop it off to her or something. I don't know.
interesting.
But whatever it is, it'll get worked out one way or another. And I don't think that either of them are the kind of people that will be, upset and hold a grudge or anything like that. So it's just,
Oh yeah, yeah.
just one of those things that happens. So,
That's
and
what I call my blonde moments.
I actually got an email from somebody that I was trying to get an email address for. And you know how on the YouTube page sometimes it'll say view email and you click on it and you have to put a check mark and then submit and then it'll show it to you. And then sometimes it won't show it to you or whatever. So this person I was trying to get a hold of, I could not get to see their email address on their page. So I had left a couple comments on their video saying, "Oh, please email me," and I put my email address. So anyway, I get this email from that person, but it was addressed to somebody else. I mean, it was
Hmm.
like my email address, but the name of the person in the email was not me. And so I emailed them back and I said, I don't know if you sent me this by mistake or if you just put the wrong name on it, but I was trying to get a hold of you anyway. So here's what I needed to tell you. And then you can re email the other person and tell her what you wanted to tell her. But I was
That's
like, I
good.
can see how that would happen, that
Yeah.
you wrote down the wrong person's email or whatever. So, but I wanted to make sure she knew so she could get the right email to the right person.
Mhm.
So, I was asked to join a collaboration in June of building something. You have any idea of anything that I could build? And they suggested like a birdhouse or, you know, something like that. But I mean, like, I don't
Yeah. Does it have to be a craft?
well, they said build something. And they didn't I don't have tools and I don't have really, like a place to really build anything. And I'm like, I don't want to not participate. I really do want to participate, but I don't know.
So there are. Yes, you could do a birdhouse. Um, Home Depot and Lowe's, places like that, will sometimes have those for free if you go on weekends or something. I don't know. You have to look it up. And that could be something you and your granddaughter could do. It's a kid event,
Oh,
but
okay.
um, also any kind of big, like our grandkids have the big blocks. They look like Legos, but they're the large ones.
Uh-huh.
Or you could do Legos or Lincoln Logs. We have those.
Because
Um,
this says collaboration titled The Building Skills Collaboration. And it says the goal of this collaboration is to encourage people to build things, and below is more information. And then it says videos can include details on building all things from birdhouses to chicken coops to workshops. All building ideas are welcome.
Yeah. And yeah, that's good. And then also you could do some kind of building, like I think you're doing it too. I have some vertical plants.
Yeah.
That's kind of building. I mean, you're building it up. I don't know. That's kind of cheating, I guess.
Yeah. But
Um,
I like your
build a raised
I
bed.
like your idea about doing a birdhouse or a bird feeder, and I might could get like a kit or something, you know, for a
Yeah.
child to put together, but I could still be the one that put it together, or I could do it with my granddaughter, you know. Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
That gives me an idea because I was like, I don't want to email back and say no, I'm not interested because I really would like to participate, but I just was like drawing a blank on what could I build. Oh, Chris says bat house or a bookshelf. Maybe,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
You could build a puzzle,
Ah, that's maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So, yeah, I'll have to think about that, but that is a good idea about Home Depot. And
Oh
I
yeah,
wouldn't
and
mind having a bird feeder or a bird house that I could put on a pole close to my patio, you know. Um,
yeah.
yeah, that might be exactly what I could do. But I was like, it's mostly going to be homesteaders, and they, you know, they have to build stuff all the time, you know. So I was like, what would I build?
Yeah, and if you, I know Hobby Lobby has a bunch of wooden stuff.
Okay, yeah, I'll put down hobby.
Your granddaughter could paint them, and then maybe when she's not there, if you pick something complicated, you could put it together later.
Yeah.
Um, like if you wanted to build a shelf, not build one, but maybe put one together,
Hmm.
a bookshelf or something. I know you read.
Yeah.
You could build bookends.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
I could put that. And then, okay, here's another question. Gail from Gail Southern Living is doing weird container garden. Um, and oh, Chris says multi-purpose steps used for storage and put plants on. Good morning, Joan. That's an idea too. These are great ideas, y'all. I'm glad I'm asking because
Hi, John.
I was drawing a blank. But now the weird container thing, you know, it can't be like a bucket or something you would possibly, you know, put a plant in or whatever. It's got to be something unusual. And
I was gonna show you what I'll show you what I was gonna do. Let me dump this water
okay.
out. The lid is kind of messed up, so my neighbor gives me stuff sometimes. And at first, I was gonna put sand in this for the kids,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna use this sandbox for some kind of plants.
Oh, that would be good.
I don't know if that's weird or not, but that's what I was.
Well, it's definitely not what it's traditionally used for. So,
Yeah.
you know, Chris says a clawfoot bathtub. Yeah, okay, like I don't have one of those. Great suggestion, but I was thinking I haven't like you know what a train case is? Like it's like a small suitcase, but it opens up and it has a mirror in it, and
Oh.
it's and it's old. It's an old like an antique thing. And I had it, and I put my granddaughter's dress up clothes in it. But I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know about for drainage. I think I could just put rocks in the bottom of it, and it would probably be all right. Um, but I'd have to somehow prop the lid up so it would stay open. But I thought that would be cool to have the plant growing with the mirror behind it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Joan says the cowboy boot. Um, I have some rain boots here that were the kids that outgrew, and I'm going to use those to put flowers in.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Oh, an old toilet. I've seen people do that.
Yeah. I don't have an old toilet either, though. Let me get this thing and show you. Hold on. Mm.
Yep, the wind's picking up. What are you doing under there, baby girl? Huh? It's not that hot. Stop.
See?
Oh. Okay. Oh, what is it?
And then, it has a handle on the top and it opens up
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and it's, ah,
That's cool.
I could plant the plant in there. And this, I could have
Yeah.
to reattach it. My granddaughter's done messed with it. And it's so old that the glue is not holding it. But if I could do it so that I could prop the lid up so it wouldn't close down on it, because it is kind of heavy, especially with the mirror in
Yeah.
there. But if I did that,
Don't forget to drill you some holes.
if I did that, I could probably I could definitely fill it with dirt and put stuff in it.
My daughter has, which I thought about doing one of my spring videos over there because she'd made a good sized garden, and she's got some plants in a old redwood red wagon,
This has got,
like just the base of it. It doesn't have the wheels or anything on it, but it's cute.
it says lady, and then it's broken, but it had some kind of little metal like tag name on it. And then it's got embossed on it the initials EHG. But I know this thing is old. But
Yeah,
my granddaughter doesn't really need it for that. I got it at a yard sale, probably for a couple bucks. I just liked it because
yeah,
it had the mirror and a place where she could put, dress up clothes in there or something. Yeah. Well, see, and I have. Let me get these things now. I
that's
built my
cool.
little, put my little craft shelf together. These were the poles for it to make the legs out of, and I had two extras. So I was thinking if I put them, but I'd have to do it, somehow. I don't know how I would do it, but I'd have to do it somehow, and they're probably too short. Although if I got them down in the dirt, so they wouldn't move, but a good gust of wind
Yeah,
would probably mess it up. I don't know.
that'll be cute.
But I'm sure I can figure something out to, prop it up or whatever. And it
Yeah,
definitely would be weird because it's definitely not used as a planter, But then again, I was thinking,
Yeah.
do I want to actually put the dirt, right in it, or do I want to put a pot inside of it? That to me would be cheating. So I think I have to do it straight into the container. So
Oh,
I'm not sure though. I told Gail, because at first I was like, yeah, no, I don't have nothing weird to do that with. And then I told her, I said, well, I'll think about it. I'll try to see what I can come up with. And so I've been thinking about it, but I really just don't have anything,
I think that's perfect.
I think it'll be good too if I can make it work. It's going to be an adventure trying to make it work. But because now
I
I've got my, I'm going to have cucumbers, tomatoes, and peppers, and I could put one of each of those in there, would be cute. Like my own little vegetable garden in a suitcase, a portable vegetable garden.
There you go. I love it. Food on the go.
Yeah, food on the go. There you go. Don't leave home without your fresh veggies. Take it with you.
There you go. That's cute. That'll make a good title
Yeah.
too.
So I've been thinking about both of those things because I love doing the collaborations. I don't want to do just
Yes.
just the normal thing. I want to do something different. But I was going to tell you my local, it's called Miller Hardware, but it's mostly like a feed and seed kind of store. And they have a lot of plants there. And they have a bin, like made out of pallets, but it's a bin, and people can bring their old pots when they don't want them anymore. Or if somebody buys a pot there and they take it out of the little plastic pot and put it in another pot, they can leave the plastic pot there. So I went and I got a bunch of pots from them last night because, and they're free, anybody can take them. But because of all the seedlings I have growing now, I need more pots to be able to, when I separate them out, so I went and got those. Okay, Chris says hats or helmets for planters. That's not a bad idea.
Okay. Yeah, good.
I do have like a bike helmet that I bought my granddaughter that, because she's got so much hair, it doesn't really fit her.
So when my dogs were younger, we have the great big, huge tire, and I used that. Um, but they wouldn't stay out of it. My girls like to dig, and they kept tearing it up. I was trying to do pumpkins in it, but I want to do a Christmas collab, Christmas in July collab. If you want to join me,
fun.
So it'd just be the month of July.
I know a lot of channels do that. Are we going to do a video a day?
Oh, do they?
Are we going to do like a video a day, or like the 12 days of Christmas, or just anything to do with Christmas that month?
I was thinking maybe just crafts, but I'm open to ideas.
Okay. Crafts is good. Because I'll be making Christmas cards by then. I got my paper in to make I'm going to make personalized purple butterfly cards to send out to my members. And Nana's going to show me how to do them. And I got 5 shades of purple cardstock and white cardstock. And so I'm getting ready to start working on those. And let's see what else. I still got the stuff going for the prayer journal. I haven't got it started yet, but I'm gathering stuff up for it. But I decided I need a craft area to work in because this desk is definitely not big enough, And so I'm putting my card table in my bedroom, and I'm going to take all my crafting stuff in there, and I'm going to have it to where I can just unhook my computer and carry my computer in there. And that way, if I want to do a video or a live crafting or whatever, I'll do it from there. So
Yeah.
that's another
Cool.
project to have to get that set up. But I've got everything here around the desk. It looks like I'm a hoarder, but I figured instead of trying to organize it here, let's just move it in there and organize it. So that's my
Yeah.
plan, at least. And I will be getting that going too. Joan says, I'm planning on doing.
So I have a surprise coming up soon.
Okay. Joan says, I'm planning on doing a Christmas journal in July. That'll be fun, Joan. That'll be really fun. Uh-oh, we lost her. Come back. You got to tell us more about the surprise. Tell us more about it. You can't just say you have a surprise and leave us hanging. Ah!
Are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm the one that keeps disappearing.
Give us a hint, at least.
Oh, it's gonna be a large animal.
A horse? A donkey?
Uh, should I tell or just wait and do a video?
Oh, I would hype it up and build up the suspense about it.
Okay, then I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Okay.
And Joan, I tried to ask you last night in your live which diamond painting won on the poll, because I sent people over there 2 Wednesdays to try to vote for my butterfly. So let me know if the butterfly won. It wasn't in the lead last time I checked. A burro? Isn't a burro like a donkey? Oh, it could be a llama.
I'm not gonna say.
I would say a pony, a horse, a llama, but you don't have sheep.
No, we don't have sheep.
Could be a sheep or a pig.
There's just some animals that I like, but I won't get them. And chickens are one of them, and pigs. I don't. I love pigs, but I don't see me taking care of pigs. So.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
The
I'll just
source,
wait and do a video.
the source has a uh, has a pig. I guess it's his. I don't know whose pig it is. Oh, the kitty one, the diamond painting. Okay, well, could you please do the butterfly next after the kitty? Did it come in second place at least?
You were so funny.
I'm like, I can only vote once. Y'all have to help me. Go vote for the butterfly. I am a little nutty, just a little around the edges, just a little bit.
You know, I hear that a lot lately from people, and I'm like, well, we're all a little nutty if we're going to be honest.
They say that about me, or they say that about you?
No, just like people in their talking on their channels and stuff about
Oh,
themselves.
and say that they're nutty. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's what gives us personality. If we weren't,
Yep.
we would be so boring, and people would know exactly what we were going to say and exactly what we were going to do, and they wouldn't watch. I think that's half the fun, is you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. So It's like, you better tune in to see what I say next, because you never know.
Yeah.
And my
So
granddaughter's favorite word right now is silly. Everything
silly.
is silly, and everybody is
Aw.
silly. And everything we do, she'll say, Granny, that's so silly. It's like, well, a silly's better than crazy. I mean, she could be saying that. So,
Well, that's good. That means she's happy.
oh, yeah. Oh, she's probably the happiest child I've ever known. It's so
Good.
funny, though. My daughter used to get come and get in my bed
Yeah.
for any reason, but her entire life, even when she was a teenager, she took AP classes, and they would get there. They'd have a big AP exam at the end of it, and then they'd have to wait to get their rating or whatever. And it would come out like at 5 o'clock in the morning. And so the night before that was coming out, we knew she'd be come and join us in the bed in the morning. And she did. 5 o'clock in the morning, she'd get in the bed with us, and then she'd check and see her score, and then she'd go to sleep. But she'd like wait up all night waiting for that 5 o'clock to get here to do that.
Aw.
But so now my granddaughter gets up in the middle of the night and comes and gets in bed with her. And she was complaining about it the other day, and I said, uh, you're gonna get everything I had to put up with you. You're gonna have to put up with her, because she is a lot like you were, you know. So yeah, I said, get ready.
Yeah.
It's gonna be funny, but yeah. Okay, the kitty won. The butterfly was runner up with 32%. So yes, I will do the butterfly after the kitty. Okay. I will start the kitty on my live on Friday tomorrow. Okay, good.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go. My battery's getting low, and
Okay, well, we've been on here for almost 2 hours. I can't believe she slept this long.
or you were on there almost 2 hours. I was in and out.
You were in and out, but that's okay. It was fun.
Yeah.
I have fun all the time. It doesn't matter. I
You
can
gonna say
find
bye,
my own.
pretty girl?
Hey, hey. She's like, what do you want me to do?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Okay. Well,
moving.
thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody. I'm going to play the song on the way out, and then I will see you later. Bye now.
Okay. Bye. Thanks, everybody.
When you crawl, you are way down, down in the mud. Changes will come. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I do know it will change. My day is coming, I'm entering the cocoon. I'm spinning the silk, I'm dressing up for change. When the change comes, in whatever steps they may take, I will come out again from the darkness. I will open my wings. I will grow, I will fly. Never forget to live and be the butterfly I'm meant to be. Butterfly. You crawl, you are way down, down in the mud. will come out again from the darkness. I will open my wings. I will grow, I will fly, never forget, but live and be the butterfly I'm meant to be. And be the butterfly